Fleischer Frost Gaming.
Hello guys, welcome back. Wait, now all of a sudden I can spin around him freely. I don't know how I did that. What? We have found quite a lot of furniture actually. I love this town. And we've killed some zombies. Got a little bit of sentimental in the last episode, and obviously this recording I started like instantly when I stopped recording the other one. So for me it's 1 second later, if you get what I mean. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that I'm still emotional and okay, I'm not that emotional. I'm a little bit I don't know. I'm really happy that my evening here. This is a Sunday. I didn't have nicotine. I didn't have anything to drink. My mom gave me a drink and my stepdad gave me nicotine. And I just started thinking about everyone that actually spends time watching my videos. I just think what can I do to repay people? Except help people with what I've learned through life. You know, I might be 33, but I've gone through probably 2 lives over with stuff that has happened. So much has happened in my life. And I've learned a lot about love and relationships, emotions. I studied mentalism for a while. I learned about autism, ADHD, bipolar disorder, borderline as a whole. I do help a lot of people in my life that I meet with fixing sleep, depression. I've always seen the problems people have in a very different perspective and light. I am not trying to glaze myself here or pretend like I am this amazing person. I'm just saying that there are quite a few people that have told me that I've helped out a lot. And I bet you guys watching, you might be the same type of person as me. I like people like that take care of others. I knew I was gonna miss a couple of shots, that's why I shot more. If anyone is struggling with depression, suicidal thoughts, sleep, relationship, let me know. I've learned so much when it comes to relationships, where people think that they know everything themselves, but they really can't humble themselves or see something in a different light. For instance, when I was married, I mean, I loved her, I will always love her, but this person would never ever be able to put herself in my situation or my way of thinking, right? And then you have the people that accidentally gaslight. It's not like they're trying to be manipulative or trying to gaslight, but people just end up like that because of, you know, how their family has had trouble in the past. It could be a underlying trauma. I mean, I was, I'll be honest, I was a horrible boyfriend when I was younger. I was quite manipulative, even though I didn't mean to. But I will say I've never like really manipulated anyone to do like bad things. Honestly, I don't think I was that manipulative. People have said that I was manipulative, but it was like this. For instance, because I was sick and I was like really sick back then, I always tried to make deals in a way like I want food from in the town, and the people I would hang out with, I would tell them like, can you go get me food for us? Because if you get food, I will pay for it. I will treat you to food as well. And on top of that, while you're away, I'll clean up in the home. I'll pick up out a movie and set a table and make everything ready. So for me, that was kind of give and take. And these friends, they would often say that I was manipulative, making them go and do stuff and do errands for me. And I did, absolutely I did. I couldn't do it myself. I could barely go up a flight of stairs without fainting. But I always felt like I tried to give my all back, the most I could do. And I even pushed myself even more than I should have, trying to like meet how much they do for me and how much I do for them. But I will say I had to do a lot of work on myself, not to be a manipulative person. And on top of that, it took me a long time. We're talking over... Well, I didn't really think about this too much until I was married and I was, let's say, 29? 28 maybe? I'm 33 now, so for a long time I've never thought about it. Give me a second, guys. That was actually kind of nice shots. I barely could see him there. If I'm allowed to say so myself and brag a little bit. They were dead. We only had a pew 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 pew. It's like this, yeah. If the person you love gets hurt by something you said, and you might think that they are being ridiculous, or you know that they're not right, also they don't have the right to be like upset because you didn't do anything wrong, and you feel like they are making you out to be the bad guy. A lot of people feel like this, and I did too. I always felt like the women like all women I've ever been with, was trying to make it my fault every single time, right? But then I started thinking a little bit more that just because I don't think that what I did or said wasn't something that you should get hurt over, it will never mean or matter, because the person you love is still telling you that they got sad about it, right? So sometimes you just gotta understand that just because you don't think you did anything wrong, the person you love feels and think that you did. And in that moment, it's very hard, because you don't want to apologize for something that you feel like you haven't done anything wrong, right? But you have to. Because what hurts you and what hurts her, or vice versa, is different. We're all different. We come from different families, we're raised different, we might have different cultures. Hey, I wanted to throw it in your face. So, in the end, what I'm trying to say is, sometimes we just have to be the bigger person and say sorry, even though we think we're right, or even if we think that we haven't done anything wrong, right? People, we all, me too, we fight and we argue about the most stupid shit ever. If you're in a relationship that is kind of toxic, which I was, she was toxic to me, I was toxic to her. We fought quite a lot, right? I fought with probably every single woman I've been with, because I always felt like I was thinking with logic and they were thinking with emotion. And that is quite hard. I'm not saying that women aren't logical people, but I think it actually has way more to do with how we're built. Men having testosterone, women estrogen. Because think about it like this. Men can get too much estrogen, right? And when we get too much estrogen, we get very vulnerable and emotional. So, me myself, I always thought that the girls I've been with have been like, oh, like you're upset again, or you're crying again, stuff like that, right? But then when you realize how their body works, and their emotion works, right? If I was filled with estrogen, I would also be emotional all the time. Not saying that all women are super emotional all the time, like a lot have to do with your brain as well, obviously. Ooh, improvised bed kit. Improvised bed. What? Why would he do that? See, I know that the car is here close by somewhere. I say close by, it's not close at all. I don't think this bed will be nice though. Improvised? We'll see. But I want to check all the furniture, right? Am I not right saying the car? Yeah, the car is around here. Okay, walk slow. What I'm trying to say, guys, is it's hard to put yourself into the other person's perspective, mindset, their shoes, and understand why they got upset, right? We need to learn to just take a meal and apologize. So I started in the end of my marriage, I started realizing that even though I thought she was being really stupid for being like sad over certain things, and I really thought like come on, you can't be for real, right? Stuff like that. But in the end of the relationship, I was thinking, I don't think what I said or what I did was anything wrong or bad at all, but I can physically see with my eyes that the person I'm supposed to love, that I do love, but I'm just saying it like that, right, is actually in front of me upset and sad. Should it be like that? No. Should it destroy a whole weekend with us both walking around, not talking to each other, just bumping into each other and be like, can you fucking move, like, pissed off, right? For such small, stupid, ridiculous things. Most of the times, it's not worth the fight, right? So in the end of the relationship, we still fought. We didn't get as heated. We like tried to sit down more and not sit down and like talk it out, because that could just lead to more fighting. I mean, you're already both kind of pissed, but just go into the person, give them a hug and say, you know what, I fucking love you, and I think that this subject of us fighting over, let's say, a fucking butter knife laying on the counter turned into like, because there's so much other stuff like stress from work laying underneath why the fight even happened, right? You don't care about the butter knife that much. And if it was a female who said, can you stop putting it here instead of into the, you know? And the guy goes like, what is the big problem if it's laying here? Like, how can you be so angry and pissed off about that? She's not pissed off about the butter knife that you placed in the, or put in the wrong place. She's pissed off because she needs to release stress, energy, anger. And so do you. I know I'm speaking more into like I'm speaking to only men right now, but you know what I mean. It goes both ways. You have to give and take. Yeah, so after an argument, discussion or whatever, just talk to your person. Tell them, hello, what are we doing here? This is stupid. I'm not saying they are stupid. You say it's the whole thing of us fighting and ruining a whole day or a weekend. That's the stupid part. What do you say about, let's put this in the shelf right here and just enjoy the day together. And if you both are able to kind of shrug it off. I know some people aren't. I wasn't sometimes in my life. I could not forgive the person for like 2 days. Because I'm quite filled with emotions, right? Need to reload a bunch of magazines. But if you succeed with it, you'll end up having a great evening instead. enough relationship talk. I've had so many friends though. Can I tell you this last part? I've had so many friends come to me, like guys, men, and they're like, "She's doing this, and it's so fucking frustrated." And I don't see it like that. I always tell them like, "Yeah, but you gotta realize when you do this, I would also react like that." And after like talking for 5-10 minutes, they always go, "Damn, fuck, I fucked up. You're right." Because when you live with the same person, we are in a relationship with someone, you get accustomed to their behavior, right? You get accustomed to, you start nitpicking and actually hating a little bit of some parts of your person or your love. That's normal. A lot of people. You can love a lot about person and your partner, but in the end, I don't think any one of us loves absolutely every single part. There might be some of the relationships out there that are perfect with no arguments, not a single fight, and that's great. You guys should also teach us your ways. But I don't think that if they would tell you what they do for it to be perfect, it won't work for the next person. You have to have a person that have gone through similar fights, similar relationship, and actually made it better. It's like this. I have actually always hated psychiatrists. I've gone to a lot of them. You usually do when you have ADHD. But I've always thought like this. Even since I was like 12. I was quite smart for being a 12-year-old. But I was always sitting there thinking, how should this person know what I'm going through? Because they studied psychology in a book to try and understand the person's emotions. If you have never gone through hell and back a couple of times, you won't ever be able to relate or help me in any way with my psyche, right? And this is true because psychologists, they give you the tools to try and get better. And it works for a lot of people. But it also doesn't work for a lot of people. And it's because I usually think it's much easier to get advice from people that have gone through similar experiences and hear them out, how they started to feel better and turn it around. For instance, a lot of people with ADHD and autism, they overthink stuff. You have probably already, heard me overthink a bunch of stuff in all of these videos, right? But yeah, psychiatrists are really good for a lot of people. But for other people, me for instance, I definitely feel a hell of a lot better talking to someone that knows my pain. You know, sitting in front of a psychiatrist and telling them, I went through this and that, and the person looks at you and like, oh, that's gonna have been horrible. Yeah, definitely. Not only that, but it's also something you won't understand if you haven't gone through the same, right? So even if they've learned a lot while they've been studying to become a psychiatrist, what could it say in the books? A person that have gone through this and depression and trauma from dad, trauma from mom, then you need to say and do this. Like, it just feels, it feels wrong and it feels stiff to me. If I get a psychiatrist that actually themselves have gone through like daily depression, actually been suicidal before when they were younger, having their own feelings and what they have gone through and what helped them would have instantly helped me more when I'm sitting there in front of them than what they've learned in a book if they never experienced sadness or hardship or depression themselves before. I don't know. Please, please comment your thoughts, or let me know what you think. You might think I'm absolutely, I'll say stupid. I don't know about this one, but it is white. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. I'm not saying at all that psychiatrists can't help people. I know so many people that gone to... Well, we have two different things in Sweden. I don't know if you guys have it, but we have some... Well, you have, right? Psychiatrist and psychologist. I've gone to both multiple times. I might be saying the wrong word though. I think I mean psychologist. Right? In Sweden we say psykolog. And we say... psychiatriker. I don't know. It's two different people and education, I think. We also say shrink, but I think that's just a word for the same thing, right? I mean the people that you go talk to when you're like depressed or having problems at home, fights and stuff, right? Psychiatrist, I think, is more helping you with diagnosis and stuff. That's how it is in Sweden. Like, I am actually going through a program right now with psychiatrists to try and get medicine for my ADHD for the first time. I've tried to get help. Oh, we need that for the coffee, right? Yeah, the espresso machine. Damn. I didn't even know that we needed so many parts for it, but I'm happy I'm finding it. That's great. Up. Yeah, I've applied to get help with ADHD around 12 times. In Sweden, it's ridiculously hard to get help. But I've talked to some people They just found out one day that they might have ADHD, applied to get in and get a psychiatrist evaluation, and like 2 months later they have ADHD medication. And me myself, I have struggled so hard. I've been to so many places, and on top of that, I've had the psychiatrist multiple times tell me you have like severe ADHD mixed with highly functional autism, and I have something else, some type of borderline, which is like bipolar disorder, but I don't have a lot of that. So strong ADHD mixed with autism and a little bit of something else, right? 12 places, and they kick me out sometimes because they say, oh, you need to fix your sleep and your depression first. Okay, how do I do that? Yeah, you go to your doctors, tell them you need help. Right. So how come I've evaluated my sleep over 5-6 times? I have tried every single sleep aid medicine, from the first one you get to try to the strongest one you can have in Sweden, with benzodiazepine, like drugs inside, right? Half of one of those pills would knock my friends out. I've actually had a friend that needed help sleeping one time, and I gave him half a pill, which you shouldn't say. I shouldn't tell you guys this. But yeah, I gave him half of one of my pills, and he had never slept as good ever in his entire life, and he was cold out. Like, he took half the pill. 10 minutes later, he's like snoring, and you can't wake him up, right? It's strong stuff. It's really strong stuff. But for me, I can take 4 of those pills. Nothing happens. So I've evaluated my sleep. I've evaluated my depression. I've tried every single antidepressant medicine you can have since I was 15. I'm 33 now. That's 17 years I have gone and done everything they've asked me to, evaluated multiple doctors. Everyone has written in the notes that this person has ADHD, he needs help with ADHD. That's the root of the problems. And even after all those notes from doctors, 5 different doctors, even a hospital, when I apply to psychiatrist office, first of all you have to wait in a queue for 3.5 years. In most small places you can get in with like within 2-3 months, but sometimes you're not allowed to apply to these places because you live in a different area, right? You live in another city. But even after all that work, I could list all the antidepressants I've had, and I would tell you about 12 different brands, right? And I've tried all the different strengths. And I applied to a psychiatrist, wait for 3.5 years before I can meet some random person. The first meeting always goes well. They always say, you definitely need our help. I can tell what you're going through, and I can definitely tell that you have ADHD. Like, just from one meeting, right? Then I get to have 9 more meetings where they start evaluating me. And after I've talked to a psychiatrist for 9 meetings, they've asked hundreds of questions, 200 questions, like 200 questions. And basically they evaluate me. And I've had so many psychiatrists from different offices or practices. I don't know what to say. And they all say the same. You have a lot of ADHD, severe ADHD. You have highly functional autism. Sometimes they say autism, right? And you have something else. And then, when you've been evaluated by a psychiatrist, you need to go and see their doctor, because they always have one at their office. And that person is the reason why I always get kicked out, because I need to fix sleep and depression. Even though I've sat in front of the psychiatrist and told that person multiple times, I have gotten kicked out because of this, but it's not gonna help. I've tried everything. I've like kept up with antidepressants medicine for like 3 to 4 years at a time with different brands. They still kick me out. Now I'm in one again. And this time I'm going to see the doctor in May. I've already had my first meeting. She said the same thing. You definitely need our help. I can tell instantly. Like, she asked me... I don't know, first we had an hour and I think she banged out like 100 questions. And she said the same thing. You need our help. Definitely you need our help. So we'll see what this doctor says. This time I actually sent them a personal letter. That's how I got in. Because we did first send like... my doctor sent... I don't know what it's called in English. Let me see. Do I know what it's called in Swedish? I kinda... let's see. Miss på engelska. Nej. Remiss. Referral, yeah. So we always have our own doctor send referrals, telling them like you need to let this guy in and evaluate him, right? First time I sent it, they said no. Why? I don't fucking understand. After my doctor, his notes, I read his notes, what he wrote to them, and it was good. He really told them like, you need to accept this guy like instantly. He needs your help, and they denied it. Then I wrote a personal letter, and that's what got me in. I wrote a personal letter, how my life is, what I've gone through, what I'm going through, and why I desperately need help. So this time I got in again, and I really hope it's gonna go my way this time. I really need to try ADHD medicine. The reason why I can't sleep and why I have insomnia is purely... Oof, that was a nice shot. Fuck. It's purely because I am laying every single night, and all the like 2,000 bad things that have happened in my life is playing like a movie in my mind over and over and over again. I can't let it go. And there is no psychiatrist in the world that can help me or give me the tools to how I let it go. Because I've done that. I've even done like a specialist in behavior analysis, behavior changing, something. Didn't help. I've done that 3 times. So, sorry guys that I am venting in a fucking YouTube video. I feel so cringe. But at the same time, I know that a lot of people have a huge problem opening up themselves or the other person in front of them do it. This was my way of inviting you guys to talk. Doesn't matter if you want to send me a message of if you want to like write a comment like, hey, I would like to get in touch with you. Okay, we'll talk. You don't have to openly in front of other people write what you're going through, but I would like to help other people. You know, I've actually gotten seriously really far with my ADHD and my diagnosis. Like, gotten to understand my feelings, why I am the way I am, what I can do to feel better the days that are like really. But I still wake up some days and like really wish that I get hit by a car and like just not wake up again, right? I know this is really the fuck. I don't know, I hit the brakes, it doesn't brake. I don't know if it's because of the lag, but I braked so much, shouldn't have hit it. Every single time I fix up the hood and my door, it breaks. Every single time. It never goes wrong. Holy shit. This is ridiculous. Every fucking episode I feel like I'm fixing this car. I'm driving like a fucking maniac. It's my own fault. Shouldn't be driving at all with this ping. I'm not blaming the ping solely. I was up in the clouds, my mind. Can you just die? Fuck. Fuck means thank you in Swedish. That's why I said it. Fuck. This is why we have the wheels though. Come on, I saw it. Thank you. When we get home, I really want to understand how the wire spool works. I'm gonna hook it up to the car lift for sure. Let's see, what do we need to repair? Probably, let me back up. Oh, both doors went. Shit. Yeah, radiator is fucked up. Luckily I have another one, but I'll see if I can fix this one up. Alright. Good. Let me check. Warren. Anything else? Gas tank maybe? I don't know, I need to get water in it. I can tell. Yeah, I bet a lot of people clicked off when I started talking about emotional stuff and myself. I'm doing good right now, guys. I have my days. That's not good, but I've learned how to, you know, make them better, turn them around, and like I know what I need to do when it's nice, when it's really bad. Imagine me hitting something again here. Bomb! Oh no, I need to be careful now with the car. I don't want to get more fully ruined parts. Oh yeah, wait. Which, it's this road somewhere where I had the invisible wall. I know I was driving a lot to the right, so I guess I'll stay in the left lane. Hope that works. We didn't find a jerry can. I really wanted one for the generator that's always filled at home. I might jump out in the other city here again. We still have a little bit of room for furniture. Whoa. Should I check the garages again? I can kind of see in... They all look empty. You know what I mean? Right, mate. Right. Yeah, sorry. I apologize, guys. It's a gaming video. I shouldn't sit here and talk about myself. But again, I feel like it was here I hit the invisible wall. I go slower. So if I hit it, it won't damage too much, you know? But I think it might have just been one bug and then okay. Ooh, let's see if the AI have respawned here. Oh, oof. Oh, it wasn't the train I thought. Did he check in these? Let me check in these. Oh yeah, he threw out some clothes here. Okay, then we'll go. I still just feel like if I tell you guys a little bit about myself, you might be what do you call it? You might be able to relate to me better. You might be going through something similar. Or have gone through. Oh yeah, it all. Wonder. He must have looted that too, right? I gotta take a check, you know. I gotta take a look, not check. I gotta check it out, take a look. I need to learn how to speak. Oh, that's actually a great find. We need lots and lots of these. No, but it's always good to relate to other people. Emotionally sometimes. When you're watching someone, it kind of becomes more fun in a way when you know a little bit more about the person. In my opinion, that's how I feel when I watch other people. Actually, if you want to know more about my story, I don't think you do. I don't think anyone do. But comment on this video and say, I want to know more about you. and I'll tell you a little bit about who I am, why I am the way I am. Not only diagnosis, I'm talking about just... I have a crazy story. Basically became homeless at 15. That's kind of rare in Sweden. If you look at how our families work and how Swedish families usually really take care of their children a lot. Help them to get a driving license and learn how to drive a car. I never did that. My biggest dream is to drive and have a car, and I don't even have a driving license. I'm 33, and I feel so ashamed over that. It's crazy. What happened? Oh. I really do like... It's my biggest dream. I love cars. Honestly, I'll tell you this. I can take apart a car engine and build it all the way up from scratch again. Easily. Same with the motorcycle engines. I am so into cars. And the amount of hours. So here's the thing. Usually say that you have to practice something for 10,000 hours to become good at it. That's the saying, like mannequin. Okay, we'll take it for Jonathan, I guess. If we find something else, I'll have to throw it out though. Okay. So I can say this. You know, if you calculate all my different Steam accounts that I have, and no, I do not have a ban on any of them. I have 3 Steam accounts. Back in the day, I used to get new Steam accounts when I bought games from a place called Kingwin. Before I knew that they basically might be laundering money for like criminal organizations, but they sell cheap games. Like I went on their website and saw, or I checked Steam. Oh, the new Battlefield is like $70. Let me check Kingwin. Kingwin is like G2A, if you know what that site is. And then I check Kingwin, and the game is $70 on Steam, but on Kingwin I can get it for 20. And I'm a like young guy studying. I don't have money. What do you think I'm gonna do? You know. Yeah, but when you bought some games on that site, you got a new Steam account with only one game. It's not always like that. You could buy the game and get a key and just have it on your main Steam, but this one, or these ones, were I got a new Steam account. So I played Counter-Strike on those as well. If you calculate all the hours I have on my accounts, I am up to like 7,000 hours totally in Counter-Strike. Was the jerry can I picked up full? We'll see. But yeah, usually it's like 10,000 hours. You should have mastered like an instrument, or like be good at it, right? I sat down because I like to calculate and like see what I do and stuff like that. And I calculated that guitar building videos and building engines from scratch and like building drift cars and cars in general. Oh shit. Don't shoot on the tires. Don't shoot on the tires. Shoot on me, please. fuck you. There, he died. Let's put on volume. If there's one more here somewhere. We had a shotgun too. He could have blasted me in the face. Holy shit, 2 bullets left. How many did I put in that guy? Didn't I have like 22? Couldn't have clicked that many times, right? What did you say, Pepsi? What did it say? No, that's like 11 bullets. I calculated. What? Sometimes I don't see these doors. It's very frustrating. Okay, let's get back to it. When it comes to car videos, building cars, building engines, easily 30,000 hours of my life. When I was sick, I watched YouTube every single day. I was sick for 4.5 years. I was just laying in bed the whole time, couldn't really stand up. Anime, movies, YouTube was my life, right? Easily 30,000 hours. Started learning a bunch of different engines, my favorite engines. I am very into Japanese drift cars, 2JCs, you know. I love Nissan Skyline R34. Hold on. Yeah, I had to double check R34, yeah. You know why? I just recently went back and watched the Fast and Furious one with when he's undercover and he goes into the office and he asked the guy like which engine is best, the R34 or R32, like, and the R32 like isn't the right answer, something like that. And I just had to check real quick. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I love the Supra. Not the new one though. Ugh. The new one is just a fucking BMW. We say BMW in Sweden. Sorry about that. What the fuck? I need to start reloading my guns. Or magazines. Wait, where did I park the car? I think I need to bring it more into town. Did I check all of this? Well, it's a big mountain in the way, yeah. I love the NSX. I think it's a little bit ugly, but as a drift car, oof. Have you ever seen the video when they speak to the guy that made the what's it called? I'm not too much into that car, but is it the A86E or it's that meme where he's drifting? How did the song go? Wait, I gotta check. I wish that the audio would still be on in the background. Sometimes it is for other games. A86. Aha, AE86. I just put the E in the wrong place. I think Jonathan just wrote in Discord. We'll see. Let's see. Song. It's like a popular song. This one. Initial D. Oh shit. The fuck? Looks like my car is flying. There's something horrible wrong with my game, I think. But I know how to fix it. Oh, okay, apparently we're stopping here. I'm okay with that. I want to murder. Boom. Oh, deja vu, yeah, deja vu. That's the AE86 car. They talked to the drift like legend in Japan that made this car very popular, right? And he was talking about different cars, and one of his favorite is the NSX, and I do totally agree with when you build that up that it's good for drifting. But I don't like the headlights of the A86. Dun, 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 dun. This video is gonna be copyright strike or claimed instantly. Deja vu. I'm on the street. Deja vu. Okay, let's. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm very, very, very sad that I don't have a driving license because it's literally my dream to just drive a car around. Go for night drives. I never had the money to... I mean, I've worked in another country where I was supposed to come home to Sweden with a lot of money. Instead I came home with... huge fucking debt because fuck. Because I had some problems with the government in that country. I apparently didn't fill in a form correctly or something when we lost. The thing is, when you work in, this was in Norway, right? So when you work in Norway as a Swedish person, you rarely get hired by the company that you're working for. You're working for another company that basically rents you out to other companies, right? So they have the chance to kick you whenever they want, and every single, like, after 4 months they would kick all the Swedish people that didn't perform like crazy good. Sometimes even they brought in like 8 new guys. 2 months later they're out. I got to stay for almost 2 years and got to hear that I was the best person that they have ever had in 12 years. But then I also got kicked. Me and my friends, 2 of my friends. But that was mainly because production of the company went down, so they didn't need people. And the first to go were the Swedish instead of the Norwegian that actually worked for the real company that we were working for, right? And when I got kicked out, Norway have a system in place where you get 80% of your salary every month until you find a new job. It's like a safety net. And because I did something wrong, they stopped sending me money 1 month. And that puts me in a really shitty situation, being behind on rent, being behind on bills, couldn't get food, had to borrow money, and it just became a really bad loop. Instead of coming home, getting a driver license and a car and a job in Sweden, which was my dream, I came home with 180,000 in debts, which is, let me check, value. I want to turn Swedish into American. That's $19,656. That might not sound a lot to Americans to have a debt, because I have heard these horrific stories. I know the debt you can get in US just by getting sick and having to be at a hospital for like 2-3 weeks. But this isn't normal in Sweden. I'll tell you this. For everyone watching, if you're not from the US, I'm gonna blow your mind. If you're from the EU, for instance. Here's the thing. When I go see my doctor, I pay $10 per meeting. The medicine is pretty cheap. If it's not like a very specific medicine you need. Where's my car? I'll drive it in a little bit more again, so I keep having it with me. One time I had to I had a huge emergency and had to go to the hospital, and I had to stay at the hospital for 2 days. They gave me a bunch of medicine. They operated on me, like surgical, and yeah, basically came in, checked on me, gave me more medicine. I've even been to the hospital for like 2 weeks, but this particular, like, you gotta realize I had to go like ambulance to the hospital, stay there. I think it was 2, maybe 3 days. They operated on me, they gave me medicine, and for all of that I needed to pay $30. We're talking $30 for the ride to the hospital, with the medicine they gave me, for the time I was laying there. Doesn't matter. All you guys from the EU or other places that isn't US, some people in the US, oh, by the way, I gotta tell you, I paid $30 and I do not have any insurance on anything. My life, which is normal to have life insurance in Sweden, but I don't. And I still paid $30, right? The guys that aren't from the US, in the US, sometimes, even when you have insurance that you pay for every month, much more money than we pay for our insurance, they can go to the hospital with ambulance, stay in hospital for like 3-4 days, and they have to pay for the time they were in the bed. They have to pay for all the medicine, everything, right? I've seen people come out of that situation that I had and having to pay like $80,000. Like $80,000. For what? The same thing that I paid $30 for, they have to pay 80,000 sometimes. You understand how fucked up that is? I love this guy who, he went around with a microphone in the UK. Where the fuck is my car? Dude, where's my car? I think it's up here, right? Yeah, no, it's not. I don't recognize that. It's supposed to be near a bridge. Yeah, no, it's not here. Wait, where's the bridge? That's gonna be the bridge, so my car should be there. I thought I checked there. Alright, so let me make sure I have ammunition if AI pulls up on me. And we should reload. This guy walks around in the UK asking them, what do you think this cost in US? What do you think this costs, right? He asks them, what do you think an ambulance ride costs in the US? And they're like, I don't know, like $20, you know, something like that. It's like $2,500. I don't know if it's with insurance or without. I don't know how it works. It might be different in every state as well. I have no idea. But in some parts of the US, you have to pay $2,500 if you have to go to the hospital by ambulance. That's 25,000 in my currency, which 25,000 is like a full salary. Yeah, on top of that, they pay way too much for the medicine they give them, way too much for like having to pay for the time you're taking up a bed at the hospital. It's just crazy. There was one guy that collapsed, like he fainted, and they gave him someone called ambulance or whatever, and ambulance, and wait, I went in this one, and then I went down here. Maybe my car is here. Here's the bridge. Oh, it's here. For sure it's there. Let me check. Am I that smart? This... a little bit more. Okay, this way. Yeah, he collapsed. A military veteran collapsed. Turns out he had a tumor in his head. He didn't have any say if he wanted to go to the hospital, obviously, because people just called the ambulance. He wakes up. They have to have him stay there, operate. He has to stay for a week. And then he comes out with like over $100,000 in debt. How is that possible? For the people in US, I know it becomes the same for you because how much you make in a salary compared to what the debt becomes, it becomes like similar, yeah. But you gotta realize in my currency, $100,000 is like 700,000 in my currency. You can buy a house for 700,000 here. My mom bought a house for 700,000. Or my stepdad and my mom. Usually it's a little bit more. Usually it's like 1 million. It's very... Did I really go there? I think I've lost my car. I've lost it. I want to go over to where I think it is, just to check. I don't think I ran this far. Not at all. But 700,000, that's crazy. That's let's see. If I calculate what I make in a full year working full time, if I had to take all my salary that I got from my last work, so no food, no bills, no rent, if I took all the money I made in a whole year working full time, I would have to work, let's see now, every single salary every month for 3 years. Then I would have what that guy got in a debt to the hospital, or his hospital bill. And then you can start imagining that obviously you can't take your whole salary, right? So you would have to take not even half, because you need to live. It would take me to pay off 100,000 with the job I had. If I took as much as I possibly could from every salary, it would probably take me 3, 6, maybe 12 to 12, maybe 15 years to pay that off. It should not be like this, guys. It's fucked up. You know, if it was in Sweden and I went through the exact same thing that he did, I could have paid off that hospital bill with 1 month of work instead of 12 years. Is that logical in any sense? I don't think it is. This is where I think the car is. Wait, I thought I parked my car here. Didn't I? Maybe it's on the grass here somewhere. I'm 100% sure that I parked my car here and saw that guy come running past me, right? It might be in another episode and I'm just mixing everything together. I don't know. Shit, I will have to go back and check recording. Hold on, did I drive here this time? Yeah. Wow, so I really ran that far off. Holy shit. I don't want a mannequin kit. I want something better. Man. But the gas can is good. It's not filled. I think it's time to start making our way towards home with whatever we have gotten now. And this episode needs to end soon. My hard drive is pretty much full, so I won't be able to start recording instantly when I'm done with this one, which is sad because I do want to play right now. But because of so little space, it fills up fast. Oh, wait. Exactly here, I think. Bam. Or not here, but over here, I think. Somewhere here is the invisible wall. I think it was back there, actually. Oh, something smoking. The gas station itself. Could that mean there's AI over here? now, but it definitely means I can't put gas in my... Well, it's only one of them, right? Or does all of them stop working? It's only one smoking. We'll try, we'll try. Yep. Sweet. I wonder if another player shoots at that tank while I'm standing here, will I die? Is that actually like a way you could kill someone even though it's PvE? And also traps like grenade trip wires, bear trap, stuff like that. I want to know. I'm gonna drive very slow away from here. And as soon as I've gotten out of this area a little bit, then I can put some beans on it. Oh, also this guy. Wait, did Jonathan text? What did he say? I may hop on just to keep my flag raised, but not really playing. This week is really messed up. Oh shit, I gotta put gas here. This is where the 2 AI are patrolling, right? Wait, I wanna check all of these. Maybe we do the military base, actually. We don't have the best of storage right now. We might be able to do something here. I'm ready for these 2 AI though. I'm not ready. At all. Okay, let me text back to Jonathan. I've answered back. He's not getting on. He has a lot to do. I get that. Hard-working man right there. I wanna see these 2 AI that just comes patrolling from nowhere. Like douchebags. Let's see what we can do here. That feels really stupid to do, to be honest. Doesn't help too much. Yeah, wow, yeah, we don't have the greatest. But it would be nice to find a little bit of more ammo. Should I throw one of these out? Redtic kit for a custom toolbox. Use this kit to place a custom toolbox. Can be... I wonder if that's the workbench. I'm getting quite excited here. What else can we get rid of? I'll get rid of the mannequin kit. I honestly don't even think that Jonathan thinks that is cool or nice. Oh shit. I don't know what I'm trying to do there. will have to be good enough now. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can work with that. But I will have to end the episode here and record another one. I'll see if I can squeeze out the last bit of storage I have. Might work. Stand like this so I can see when the AI walks by. I can pop out and just go brah, grotata swag bitch. That full lane shit, I ain't with it. I said some shots that you fed it. Grotata swag bitch. That is a very old video. Made by a homosexual cool guy. If you don't know about this video, it's basically it became super viral one year. The funny part about it is that he was actually he is a homosexual porn star, and people didn't know that. When that came out, people went ballistic. Yeah, okay, I don't have any more ammo for this. I think it needs 9x39. No, I don't. Oh, we have a lot of storage to loot stuff. So it's basically just the mag have in, and then it's the MP5K that is also damaged, and I don't have another repair kit. Shit. We'll have to work with what we have. Send some shots that you faded. That for full lane shit, I ain't with it. Send some shots that you faded. Grotata swag bitch. Legendary guy. He was just recording himself in the mirror without a shirt on, trying to look cool and tough. I hope we find a repair kit. I'm gonna check the car. I don't think I have one at all, but I don't know if I actually... I'll do full auto. Nope. Alright. Let's do this. I don't know why or when these two AI guys come walking, but I would like to fuck them up. They do look like they have good gear. Probably good enough gear that they will kill me instantly. We'll see. I remember I ran into them before the wipe happened in my first series. I got down here to cook a chicken and they just came walking up and just demolished me. Swag bitch. That's what they did. I don't know if there's a way to trigger them or... I just basically ran down here. No, I ran up the way and they spawned behind me and shot me in the back. Something like that. If there's any AI in here today. Sometimes there is. Wait, was it a plane over there? I've never seen a plane here. Oh yeah, I have actually, never mind. There's been a plane there always, every single time. I'm just stupid. Let's go check the sniper tower, see if we can get a shade tack run on. Fuck, I really need to put this on not full auto, actually. Oh, it was on burst, that's why it was wasting bullets, okay. Why I was wasting bullets. 45. It's not the greatest military base to find good ammo like 5.56 and stuff like that, but wait, there's sometimes AI here. We'll probably see when we go up here. I can't see shit. I need the sun to come up. Fuck, I should have brought the sight that I had on the BSS punched card for the bunker. More ammo for the MP5 380. Magazine, yes. Yes, thank you. Box 380. They usually go walking right there somewhere. Alright. It's okay, we'll handle it when it happens. I'm not scared. I'm scared of falling down here and dying. Alright guys, it's a perfect time to end an episode. I hope it's interesting and like you wanna see the loot, so you wanna watch the next one. But if you do, just come back please. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful morning, fantastic day, an amazing evening/night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.